a key part of this solution, I think there's really poor technology adoption in Australia. I don't think we're maximising tools.
I want you to give us a bit more thoughts on that war on recruitment will only be solved by more supply, the supply side of it. What are the things as organizations, leaders in the states and in the country should be looking for things to create that oversupply, and not just of the people, but of the skills as well?
It's the supply and demand question is such a circular issue. I think it was a couple of months ago, I went to about 3 different kind of panel talks, I was listening. I think one was a property council, one was a healthcare sector, so really varied sectors. And every conversation centred around, not having enough of a workforce, but the circular issue. And each group spoke about it from a different perspective, because sure, we can increase migration levels again, which is great because that solves the skilled, skilled worker kind of crisis, but then we don't have the housing supply. So we've kind of got ourselves at a large scale a bit stuck in Australia, in that we need those skilled professionals coming in, and migration is a really amazing way of doing that, but we haven't kept pace from an infrastructure perspective to enable that. So until we make some serious gains on that, we're only going to be able to allow certain amounts of migration because we haven't got the infrastructure right. So that needs to be resolved. We need to work on housing. We need to work on all of that. What I actually think is a key part of this solution, I think there's really poor technology adoption in Australia. I don't think we're maximising tools that can create efficiencies. I think there's a bit of fear. I think we're too busy to investigate it, so we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. So I think it's not going to solve the problem at all, but come on, let's work smarter. If we can't solve the skills shortage overnight, what levers can we pull? And let's get smarter about that. The other point that I like to talk to organisations about, instead of fighting over the same pool of people, make the pool bigger, build your own pool. I worked at an organisation and they had this really niche role with a really niche skill set. It was really hard to find. And historically, them and all their competitors had fought over this teeny tiny talent pool, and it was just, no one ever had enough people. Everyone just kept jumping for an extra $5 an hour, and it was just chaos. Like, we weren't solving the problem. So, okay, we'll look at the problem differently. So what we started doing is putting out, say, you need no experience. We're going to build an internal program to help you develop these skills. We're essentially going to give you an informal traineeship because it didn't require a formal qualification. And we're going to hire based on your ability to problem solve, work with other people, adapt to situations. And we actually recruited purely on those skills and then taught them all the skills that they need to do the job. And all of a sudden, we're not fighting over the same pool of people. We've made the pool bigger. We've kind of helped everyone. So I would encourage everyone particularly if you've got specific roles or areas where you're really struggling for talent, stop fighting over the same pool of people. Do something to change the game. Make the pool bigger. There are lots of people who would love an opportunity to build their career, level up, scale up, but don't have the luxury of not working for a year to go and do a course or something. So, yeah, be the solution. Don't keep contributing to the problem.
Thank you, Kat. Thanks a lot.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.